So what if I'm the monster that's been here all along? Welcome back to episode 2 of Derry Boy, the podcast that I run. What a weird intro. So, if you can't tell, if you are not watching the video of this podcast, I am currently dressed as the Gabbie Hanna meme whenever Monster kind of became that meme. I'm going to throw it up on the screen right now, but basically, I am wearing a blonde wig, I have a black crew neck on, and I'm going to do some Gabbie Hanna themed things for this podcast. Now, whenever Halloween was coming up, I knew I wanted to dress up as this just because I think it's so iconic, right? Yeah, it's so iconic. And this look is really a moment in time for Gabbie Hanna when I believe she went from meme to even memeier, if that's a word. Is memeier a word? If not, can we make it a word? That's the thing as well. The English language is so confusing. Also, I hate wearing wigs. I just get all the hairs in my mouth. I don't know how people with long hair do this. I see it all the time where people are like, oh my god, I can't believe like I didn't cut my hair shorter before this. And I'm always like, what do you mean by that? Like, why did you not do it? Or why is it such a big deal whenever you do it? Oh my god, you feel so much lighter. The wig that I'm currently wearing was a big, long wig. And now it has been cut, shorter. And it feels so much better, but still feels horrible. So I could never imagine having hair longer than what I have right now. And even now, I have not gone to the barbers in so long. Let's get that out of the way because I'm scared to go because not only does the small talk really give me anxiety, and not a lot of things in this world give me anxiety. I'm going to be very honest about that. But going to the barber nowadays really gives me anxiety because small talk. But also, it's one of those situations where you know that that person doesn't care about you, and it's like, you're asking me questions that you're just asking everyone, and I really shouldn't get into the answers properly with you because I know you don't care. And you know what? They're just being nice. And I saw this thing ages ago. Oh my god, these hairs are getting in my mouth. I saw this thing ages ago, and it was where you could go into a hairdresser and you could click an option that you didn't have to talk to them. And it was like no chit chat, no small talk. And I was like, is that the most antisocial thing in the world or the most brilliant thing in the world? And I think I'm coming to the conclusion that I love that. I love that idea. I love having small talk with people, but let's be real. You talk about the same things. Weather, Christmas, Halloween, Easter, the weather, what else? That's all you talk about, right? That's literally all you talk about in these kind of things. It's like, what more can you talk about? You can't get into talking about fucking aliens. Like, if I'm walking in the street, right, and someone comes up to me and they go, hi, Adam, I don't go, let's talk about fucking conspiracy theories. I go, hi, oh my god, the weather, wow. And they go, woo, the weather. That's it. And so people get so offended whenever you don't want to have small talk with them. And personally, I hate small talk, like I said, so I go out of my way to not have that with people. I would rather have a long conversation, like sitting down and genuinely enjoying being in your company. But for some people, that's something that they don't want to have a long conversation and they just want to have a short one. And it's like, I don't like that. So if you come up to me and you have a conversation with me, let's sit down and talk about conspiracy theories. Let's sit down and talk about things that are really weird because I feel like they're the best conversations, right? Right. I think so. So, before we get into some of the topics that I want to talk about today, because I am dressed as Gabbie, I want to do just reading through the lyrics of Monster. I've done this on my channel before, but I feel like it's really fitting now. I cut this wig up myself. God, this is a moment. This is a moment. I have to say it is. Because if I didn't, I would probably cry because I spent a lot of money on this outfit. You know what? Let's not talk about that. So, I'm going to go through some of these lyrics here. Laying in the bed that I made all alone. Guess I'm not surprised, honestly. Imagine you're listening to this podcast and you don't know who the fuck Gabbie Hanna is. I know my lecturer, Tracy, is listening. Hi, Tracy, babe. I love you. Can't wait to see you in class. Gabbie Hanna is a YouTuber turned meme. Is that the right way to describe Gabbie Hanna? She is someone who is very memeable, and she's a singer, I think. She is also a author, I think. She does a lot. She does the most. I think that's the way to describe her. She was a YouTuber who did story times, and now she does everything but YouTube. Surprisingly. Get into it, like, do what you want, I guess. You know what I mean? So, these are some of the lyrics of a song, Monster, in which she went on, and the outfit that I'm wearing is where she blew the mic out, quite literally. She was so loud, and I'm not going to do it because I'm on a podcast, and the mic is so sensitive. So, laying in the bed that I made all alone. Guess I'm not surprised, honestly. Praying in my head that you stayed and I hope. You'll miss me eventually. People want to talk when I'm not around here. It gets cringier the more you... Sorry. Really, they don't know what I'm made of. People keep on walking so far away from here. Clearly, I'm the one they're afraid of. One after another, they've always come and gone. So what if I'm the monster that's been here all along? They're dropping like flies whenever I'm around. Clearly I'm the one. Or no, maybe I'm the monster. Oh my god, these lyrics, Gabbie. These are so confusing. Bending till you break and you can't take any more. Girl, is that a sexual pun? Bending till you break? Maybe not. Maybe I'm looking into it. I feel like I'm writing an English essay on this. You know where you would... That was one of the weirdest sections of English. I don't know if you do GCSEs, if you're watching this, or you have done them, or just even studying in English class, where you'd be given like a poem or something, and you would have to like analyze it, and the teacher would always be so fucking extra that they want you to really dig into it. So you would read a poem and say there's no hidden message in it at all. They would make you find something. So I feel like I'm doing that with these lyrics right now, where it's like bending till you break. Girl, if that's a sexual pun, you nasty. I'm not worth the trouble, it seems. I would say you're wrong, but I've been here before. You won't be the last one to leave. Girl, the lyrics are... This reminds me of a poem I wrote in P7. P7, I was 11. And Gabbie Hanna is 30. People want to talk when I'm not around to hear. You're safe here, no need to run and hide. Underneath your cover now. Don't be scared, there's nothing left inside. Since you ate my heart out. So these are kind of the lyrics, and it goes on and on. The thing I've said on my channel before, I did a video where I was reacting to Gabbie's music. I've actually done 2. No, 3. I reacted to a music video as well. And Gabbie commented on them, and she was like, hey, thank you for being like unbiased when listening to my music. And that was why I made my video, because I know she's a meme, I know she's cringy, but I just wanted to listen to her music as if she wanted us to. And so her comment was nice in my video, but at the same time, like, I'm not going to change my opinion on you. I still think you're cringy as fuck, so... I mean, her music, though, in my opinion, is good. I think she makes okay music. She makes good music, I'll say. A couple of them songs are fucking bangers, and Call Me Crazy actually popped off. So, the next thing I'm going to do in relation to Gabbie Hanna is I actually spent money getting her new book. Girl, this is like a fucking obsession here. You would think so, right? But it's part of the Halloween costume. This book is called... it's New York Times bestselling author. Girl, it's so easy to get that title whenever you're a YouTuber, let's be real. Dandelion, written and illustrated by Gabbie Hanna. And here's the thing, I have her last poem book as well, and I read this on my YouTube channel, the other one, and it's so bad, it's so cringy, it's so awful, I hate it, I tense up, I get so uncomfortable. Not my favorite thing in the entire world, let's be real. But this book looks promising, and it actually, I don't know if you can hear this, it sounds really nice. It doesn't feel like a normal book. It's like, it feels expensive. It fucking better, because I know the contents inside of this book are not good. Let's read some of the blurb here. New York Times bestselling author Gabbie Hanna delivers everything from curious musings. Is that how you say that word? Musings? Musings? Girl, why are they trying to be smart on us? You're a YouTuber. To gut-wrenching confessionals in her long-awaited... Girl, who the fuck was awaiting this? New collections of illustrated poetry. In this visually thrilling installment of her inner workings of Gabbie's mind, blah, 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 self-reflection, self-loathing, and ultimately self-acceptance. Okay, I'm reading through this. So if you don't know whether to laugh or cry, just laugh until you cry. Okay. Gabbie Hanna is a New York Times bestselling author and illustrator, and a Billboard charting musical artist. Starting off as a web-based creator, she amassed a combination of 20 million followers. Okay, so on paper, she sounds very promising. Now let's get to inside the book. So I have not opened this until this moment, so this is going to be an authentic reaction. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to choose random pages. Here's a poem. It's called Civil. I hope we can still be friends. I'm good, thanks. That is an entire poem. That is an entire fucking poem. That's over 2 pages. 2 fucking pages? Are you fucking kidding? I spent a lot of money on this book. Let's actually go to the next page. The next poem is called Forget. All my happiest memories are with people who hurt too much to remember. Girl, now what the fuck? I spent money on this. Girl, these literally aren't poems. There's no way you can call this poems. This is thoughts. The next poem is called Whisper. I don't even want to call these poems. I'm pissed off now. I was sleeping the first time you told me you loved me, praying I wouldn't hear you, hoping that I would. I wasn't sleeping the first time you told me you loved me, pretending I didn't hear you, as hard as I could. What? This is... Are you fucking kidding me? The next poem is called Decaf. I put day-old coffee in a plastic travel cup because I can't ask the world for a latte today. No, I am pissed off. I spent money on this. What? Are you... This is... There... How is she getting away with this? Is this allowed? The next poem is called Narcissist. Don't be fooled when he stares deeply into your eyes. He's only looking for his own reflection. Now, girl, what in the fake deep? Are we back in 2014? What is going on here? Girl, here's a long poem. It's called Lunch. Seems promising. We sat together and ate our pizza as if everything was okay. We watched together as a bird hopped along with a beetle as its prey. We stared together as the violent bird ripped the beetle to shreds. Girl, what the fuck? His ferocious beak tearing away at the beetle's oozing head. Girl, a fight to be free, the outcome bleak. I was grateful for the company. I wondered if the beetle understood. What? What? No, here's the thing. I'm either extremely dumb or that made no sense. Who the fuck? What did the beetle do? We stared together as the violent bird ripped the beetle to shreds. What is the message here? Is this like a self-acceptance message that I'm not getting? What am I missing here? You know what I mean? What the fuck? Superman. They say in the event of a shark attack, you're supposed to punch a shark square in the nose, which means at some point, someone figured that out by punching a shark square in the nose. What? This is an actual poem! Wait, okay, here, hold on. What is the definition of a poem? Surely it just says, like, thoughts put together, right? Right. What is the definition of poem? Because this is thoughts. Girl, this is a thought. Poem, a piece of writing in which the expression of feelings and ideas is given intense by... What the fuck? No, that's not this. Sometimes involving rhyme, rhythm, and imagery. It's meant to intensify and bring attention to a situation. Unless I'm that fucking beetle, there's no imagery for me. I don't feel like I'm part of the story because I'm not the beetle getting fucking at or the bird. You know what I mean? Or the person punching the shark. Girl, she must have been smoking some fucking dope before this. Voicemail. I hope I never have to hear your stupid fucking voice again. But please fucking call me. That's an entire page. Now, if you're not watching the video of this podcast, let me fucking describe this to you. A white page, black text, the smallest part possible on this page. Like, bang in the middle. Like, small. So it shows that there's a lack of work on this page. Now, here's the thing. I'm all for minimalism. Fucking, look at this. Like, ooh, this is so nice because there's, like, nothing here. You know what I mean? Like, oh, so little things. I feel so nice about this. I don't know. I don't know that approach. I'm very attached to things. God, it's one of my worst traits. But the fact that there's nothing on this page, I'm like, what did I buy? Here's another one. Sweetheart, 15 to 18, or somewhere in between, is the only love I ever felt. But I was young and erratic, and I'm overdramatic. Yay, we got a rhyme! Erratic and overdramatic. But I was young and erratic, and I'm overdramatic, so I'm not sure I trust myself. Okay, here's... They're, like, unfinished. These are unfinished. I don't know if she had a... Okay, this is pissing me off. So there's an entire 2 pages, right? There's 2 poems. Now, I'm like saying poems very loosely here. On the right side, it says, indecisive. I never want to see you again. For now. And on the left side, it says, drowning. Valentine's Day, you're an ocean away. I'll swim in it if I have to. I'll do whatever you say, whatever it takes, as long as I can have you. And this is over an entire 2 page. And that's it. This is valued. You have to pay money to get this. Most of this book, I hate saying book, most of this is dead space. Now, what is going on? Okay, the next one has a little picture of an elephant on it. I appreciate this. Plagiarism. Oh, how fucking ironic. Didn't Gabbie Hanna have a scandal with stealing jokes? You can't take credit for my sadness. I earned this on my own. It's very relatable. Thank you, Gabbie. Like, I'm trying to, like, piece this together in my head. So, is it, like, leaving the poems unfinished so that we finish them? There's one called Villain. Am I living in fabrication of pride and insecurity? A matrix that exists solely in my mind. Or maybe I've been so badly damaged and I have no perception of right and wrong. Do bad people know they're bad? Or do they just have a skewed moral compass? It's hard to imagine anyone waking up in the morning with the goal of hurting others. Maybe my idea of what's right is wrong. Maybe evil people don't know they're evil, and they're just doing what they think is right. Am I a monster? Does she mean to put monster in there so we'd laugh? Because it worked. So what if she's a monster? Love it, Gabbie. Am I a monster? Misunderstood or delusional? The difference between murder and manslaughter is intent, but either way, someone is dead. Thanks, Gabbie, for clarifying. I hope God sees what humans can't. I hope he can hear the desperation in each heartbeat, the loneliness in each breath, the fear in every explosion, the pain in every fiber. It actually said fire, not fiber. This is how bad my eyes are. I need glasses, but I don't wear them because they make me look ugly. I hope when he examines the crystal ball on my chest, he sees more love than debris. Okay, here's the thing. That one was at least had some sort of substance. Did I feel like the story was nice? Not really. But, I mean, it was long, so I feel like I got my money's worth on page 87, honestly. Okay, so looking through this book, there's some illustrations, and the illustrations are probably the best thing about this poem book. Here's the thing, I've never bought a poem book before, so I don't really know what to base this off of, or what the norm is, you know what I mean? There's a poem here, and it goes over the page of 2. Page 120 and 121. 2-page spread. Demographic. Are you famous? Depends on who you ask. That's it. Are you famous is on the left side, and depends on who you ask is on the right side. What? What? Is this allowed? This is a 2-page spread with 2 sentences. I feel like I got played. Hangover. The best time in Vegas isn't the casinos or the strip clubs or the shows. It's watching the people at the casinos and the strip clubs and the shows desperately trying to convince each other and themselves that they're having the best time. What? These are like Facebook posts from 2008. You know what I mean? I do have to say that the illustrations are really nice. For the most part. No, they're actually pretty good. And I know Gabbie did these herself, I think. So, these are good. Definitely a strong point. But I would hope something was a strong point because there's not a lot here. So, I'm just going through these and there's not a lot. Poem called Shh, Tell Me a Secret. About what? How do I know what about it? It's a secret. It's over 2 pages. 2 fucking pages. Let's read out one more. Girl, I'm like getting mad. I don't understand her poetry. You know what I mean? No, I'm not even gonna read out anymore. I'm angry at this. This is bullshit. I don't understand. I really don't understand. Like, maybe it's subjective. If you are listening to this or you're watching this and you enjoy Gabbie Hanna's fucking poetry or stories or thoughts, please let me know. Please tell me. Like, is it supposed to be like little thoughts maybe, and then you're like, oh, ooh, that was a nice story, or like, what is it? Because as of right now, I feel like I got played. I feel like I spent money and got played. Good on her, businesswoman. I mean, I bought this book, but I mean, some book fucking ASMR to make my weld out of this, you know what I mean? Like, because as of right now, I'm reading through this and there's just like, some of these poems are really long, right? And then some of them are 2 sentences at max. And it's like such a weird level of both. And I don't know which one to trust or which one to believe. So my review of Dandelion, the book by Gabbie Hanna, not good at all. At all. And Gabbie, I went to the extreme of dressing up as you today. So I feel like I was super excited. I bought this book because I thought it was going to be so much better than the first one. And her fans really enjoy it. And I was like, okay, it has to be somewhat good. No, just no. Or maybe I'm not getting it. Maybe I don't have the big brain to understand it. Maybe that's what this is. I think. Maybe not. Maybe it is just fucking shit. Here's the thing. Are we still doing YouTuber books? Someone commented and they were like, Gabbie Hanna is doing music full-time, books full-time, and then YouTube full-time. And it's like, that's why each of the projects maybe aren't the best. I still like her music, but I'm just saying that this book is not good. Anyway, let's go on to the next topic because that book made me mad as fuck. Next topic we're going to do is actually for Simona. Now, Simona is someone I worked with whenever I went to BFI London. She was one of the mentors there and she's such an angel and I wish I spent more time with her because over the time now I see that we're so similar. So Simona, if you're watching this, I'm going to send it to you anyway. I hope you are, bitch. I love you and thank you so much for all your support and I hope to see you again soon. Girl, bring me out to BFI London. I can do a masterclass on like social media. That would be alright. Anyway, so she asked me whenever I posted a picture of me having Fenty Skin. She was like, what's a review of this? Like, is it really good? Is it bad? Whatever. And so I was going to make a video on it. And then I was like, I would actually much rather sit and talk about it and talk about skincare because I know so many of my audience really care about skincare as well. So Simona, this is for you and for anyone who is interested in skincare. So Fenty Skin is actually the skincare by Rihanna. Now, I don't wear makeup and Fenty Beauty is phenomenal. All my friends love it. And because I don't wear makeup, I never got to experience it. So whenever Fenty Skin came out, I was like, I need this. I need to try it. I ordered me and my mom the same. It was like 3 things that you bought. It was like a facial cleanser, a toner, and a moisturizer. And so me and my mom have that and we're sharing them. And then we have a new set that we haven't opened yet, which is what I can show you now and go through these. Skincare for me, I'll talk about in a second, has been up and down over the years. I've cared a lot sometimes and then just not cared other times. So the first one is, it's actually a Fenty Skin Total Cleanser. Now, the packaging is very basic in a nice way, in like a very neutral, the colors are quite muted and it feels clean and polished and beautiful for skincare. If I was ever to release skincare, it would be something like this. Like Kylie's Skin is like this, but pink as well, where it's just like, you know, one kind of muted color throughout and it's very consistent. Now, the overall packaging in all of these is very beautiful and very minimal. And one thing about this brand is they're very reusable. And a lot of the products you'll see are actually refills. So you can just buy the refills and like the liquid on the Fenty Skin website instead of buying new bottles, which I really fuck with. So I'm going to talk about these. I have very mixed opinions. So the first one is the Total Cleanser. As I said, I really enjoy this. It's fragranced. Normally, I don't like putting fragrance stuff on my face because Hiram, you know, on YouTube told me not to. But it's such a nice experience and I feel like I'm having like a spa day. And I do this 2 times a day. Morning and night. Really good. Really soft on the skin. It's not like an exfoliator. It's just like a cleanser. Yeah, it feels really good. It feels really, really, really good. And the scent, I don't mind. It's not overbearing, but it's just pleasant. So I really enjoy the Total Cleanser. So after that, I automatically go into the toner, which is right here. And the bottle is, again, very, very simple. You can see the product and it's a very nice formula. this isn't scented and goes on your skin really nice and dries very quickly as well. And I really enjoy that. It soaks up a lot on whatever cotton pad you use, no matter which one though, which is quite an issue, but that's probably on the cotton pad. And then the last thing I hate, it is this, which is Fenty Skin Moisturizer. Now, this has an SPF in it as well, which I was super excited about, but then I realized that it was a chemical SPF. Now, Hiram also told me that that's really bad on his YouTube videos. Not me acting like we're besties. I watched a video and that's what he said. Now, that's not the main issue because I was going to wear this anyway and I love the idea that there was SPF in it already. Now, it's not good. I'm going to get this out of the box so I can show the people who are watching this video. It's not good. Not good. I'm very picky when it comes to moisturizers. It's in a bottle that, this is what it sounds like. And it's a twist up, and it's the same color as every other product. And it feels really nice. I love the feeling of it. But here's the thing. You put this on your face, and you feel so oily and so sticky. It does not feel good. This does not feel good at all. And I don't like feeling oily, especially whenever I'm someone who films and film most of my day. So I literally have these little sheets. I don't have them with me, actually, but they're from Boots, and they're, where you oil blotting sheets. It's the simple name of them, Adam. And I need them before I start filming because even the littlest bit of shine on your face, it'll show up whenever you have a ring light on. So this makes me feel super oily. And whenever I put this on my face and even wait like an hour and then do the oil blotting sheets, I nearly have to go through literally 12 oil blotting sheets to get away the grease. Now, my mom uses this and loves this, so it just doesn't work with my skin type. I'm quite combination skin, quite oily, and this doesn't work for me at all. So the fact that the SPF thing was chemical, allegedly, was it? Yeah, it was. I think so. Doesn't really matter anyway. I'm not going to affect the sales, and I'm still buying it, and I love the other products. But I'm just saying, being brutally honest, I hate the moisturizer. I just use a Boots Clean and Clear moisturizer, which has always done me well, and I don't like this at all. But then back to the really two good products. These two work really well with the cleanser and the toner. They make you feel so clean, and no matter how many times you use it, like 2 times a day, it feels like a new experience and a new luxury experience every single time. Now, the price on these is kind of mid to high, I would say. I'm someone who, I'm going to talk about skincare now, but I've never really spent the most amount of money on skincare recently. I used to, so whenever I saw the price on these, I think I bought the bundle for $100. Maybe that was buying 2 or whatever, but it was quite expensive. The 3 products, it was over $100, and I had to pay tax and stuff as well to import it. And it was expensive, so the fact that the moisturizer didn't work out for me was quite disappointing. So I'll know in future to just buy refills of, the total cleanser and the toner because I really do enjoy them. I've been using this now, the cleanser and toner, for a month. My skin has, let's be real, I'm an 18-year-old. My skin is fine, and it'll not be affected greatly by Fenty Skin. And someone called me out for that. I did an Instagram post and I was like, oh my god, like Fenty Skin, look at these results. And someone was like, no, that is not Fenty Skin. You're an 18-year-old and your skin is in like the best condition it'll be in for a long time. So, as I go into my 20s, it'll be okay. And then my 30s, it'll start to deteriorate and it will go down. But that is very true as well. So I can't really be like, oh my god, my skin has like never broken out because of this. I have actually broken out a couple times while using this, but I don't think it's related to this at all because there's been some stressful times recently. So I don't think it's related, and I'm not someone who breaks out that much anyway, so I wouldn't think it's anything connected. It just feels like a spa experience, and I really enjoy it, and it really made me excited to want to do skincare again, which is a really good start. And the older I get now, the more I'm starting to prioritize my skincare. Here's the thing. Whenever I was really young, I used to be so into skincare. I had all the cleansers. I used to exfoliate. I used to do face masks. I used to do blah, 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 everything. Body Shop. Oh my god, I loved in there. I used to get all like the seaweed facials and stuff like that, and tea tree oil. I actually burned my face a lot because I didn't know that you shouldn't use tea tree. Tea tree oil that you put on a spot. I would put it all over my face, and I would literally give myself chemical burns for the foreseeable future. Literally 5 to 10 business days, I will be red. So that was not good at all. And after that, I went through from like 2015 to 2018. I didn't do anything with my skin. I literally just used water and soap, and there were some rough times with my skin. I had to recover from a lot of really bad acne scarring, but as of now, it hasn't even affected my skin. I don't have bumps or lumps, and I get the odd breakout, but my skin, for the most part, is actually really clear, and I'm grateful for that. But it was not always like this. I was actually very fucking bullied for my skin in secondary school. It's something I haven't talked about a lot, but holy shit, that was not fun. So I would basically get a lot of breakouts on my cheeks, and people used to draw pictures of me in secondary school, and they would do like drawing my face, and then they would just do acne all over my cheeks, and then they would hand it to me, and like doing like scribbles over the cheeks. And I'd be like, oh my god, this is your cheeks. And I'm like, thanks, that's amazing. And so I would come home, and then I would film, and it was literally the worst fucking experience ever, because it's people basically being like, your skin looks horrible. Then you would go on to YouTube comments and be like, oh my god, you're breaking out, you must be stressed. And I'm like, haha, thank you, babe. So recently I've been getting into skincare again, and people have been telling me, you can recommend me products on my social medias, whatever, make sure to hit me up. But people are saying more about like acids and stuff, and using like straight up products now, instead of, you know, going through like the Body Shop and Bath and Body Works and Boots or whatever, like buying the acids itself. That sounds like a strong word, acids, but I mean like, you know, the ingredients yourself, and kind of doing your skincare like that. Apparently that is so much better. So my overall review, as I said, of Fenty Skin: moisturizer, hate; toner, love; and then the cleanser is my favorite thing of all time. So Fenty Skin, I'm going to give it, if I had to go out of all these three products, I would give it a 6 out of 10. If I was just going by the toner and cleanser, I would give it a 9 out of 10, just because I really enjoy it, and I feel fresh, and I know that the ingredients in it are good. I've researched them, and Fenty Skin is a company I would love to support, and I love Rihanna. So Simona, there you go. I would really recommend getting these two instead of the moisturizer, but you can get the moisturizer and try it out. Here's the thing as well. My mom has the moisturizer, and she loves it. She uses it every day, and she doesn't get oily from it, whatever. It just doesn't work with my skin. Maybe it's the fact that I'm going on a ring light filming session after it, and that's making my skin, you know, get oily, and maybe the moisturizer I'm using now kind of contradicts that and, you know, cuts that out. So maybe that's it as well. So I don't want to say that this is the worst product in the world, because it definitely isn't. It just really doesn't work with me. And you know what? Skincare doesn't work for everyone in terms of certain products, and that's why you have to try it out. So I'm glad I have tried it. I know now that it doesn't work for me. I actually bought my friend Asia. So I got my mum the set of 3, and then I got my friend Asia also a set of 3, and I think she likes it. She hasn't really told me what her opinion is of it, bitch. Girl, I got her it, and I think she said, yeah, I'm trying it out. Bitch, give me an update. Let me know. She's listening to this right now. Hi, Asia. Hey, let me know what you think. And so, guys, what's your opinion on your skincare routine right now? I know a lot of people are so strict with their skincare. Some people use the worst things on their skin that I've seen. Like, I'm not an expert by any means, but I know whenever products are so bad, like, especially, I only learned recently that makeup wipes are so bad for your skin. Like, I had to tell my mom about that. I'm educating my mom as well. I'm like, hey, I just watched Hiram on YouTube, and he told me that this is so bad for your skin. You need to stop doing this. Oh my god, I just realized that the wig I'm wearing for the Gabbie Hanna literally looks like a Karen wig. I'm loving it. I'm rocking my Karen today. I hated that. Let's not do that again. So yeah, I really do need to get into doing more skincare. And also, the last thing I'm going to touch on in the skincare is, I've been seeing this thing on TikTok where, you know, those teeth whitening strips and stuff, where you would get them in the likes of Boots or whatever like that. I've tried them out so much before, and they've never done anything for me. There's been so many different brands of ones, and just, they don't do anything. Like charcoal toothpaste, they do fuck all. And so people on TikTok have been buying the ingredient that is in like the whitening products. It's like this acid, and they're putting it on their teeth and then letting it sit and then wiping it off. And like, it's having these amazing results. And now all these like doctors are coming on TikTok and be like, hey, don't do this because you're gonna literally burn through your gums. But it's working for all these people, where it's literally making their teeth so white again. So I might hop on that, because that's definitely something I'm interested in. I definitely want to get my teeth whitened, like, in the future, like, regularly. Especially when you're on camera as well, because you have a white light on you at all times. So even if you have white teeth, no one has white teeth. You know what I mean? Gray teeth, at most. You're gonna look like you have a duller shade of your teeth color because you have a white light on you, and it's just, you know, the white balance and stuff. So I definitely want to whiten my teeth in the future. A lot of people talk about that, and they're like, oh my god, I could never, I don't want to look so fake and all. Bitch, I'm gonna look so fake by the time I'm 30. Let's be real. I'm gonna have all the plastic surgery in the world. I am not gonna be recognizable. Let's have that conversation. Let's have that conversation. People are so scared to talk about plastic surgery as well. Bitch, I'm gonna be looking so fake by the time I'm 40. Literally unrecognizable by the time I'm 50. Get into it. Let's be real. I need to be real about it. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, the last topic I want to talk about is there's this picture floating around of me on the internet. I'm going to throw it up on the screen right now if you're watching, but it's basically me wearing a hoodie that says, I heart Selena Gomez. Now, this picture is really doing the rounds on social media right now. I think I'm like 11 in this picture because I was in P7. Now, this is a hoodie my mom and dad got me, and it literally just says that. I heart, and it's a heart, Selena Gomez in the biggest text possible. And like, oh, they were trying. My parents, they were being supportive. They got me this hoodie. I fucking loved it. I wore it every single day. It's just the fact that the text was so big. Like, there was no avoiding that it said, I heart Selena Gomez. Like, it wasn't like small and cute. It was just so obnoxious. Anyway, I would wear this every day, and I would also go into primary school and wear it to PE. Now, PE was like, your physical sport time. It was like your class where you would go out and play football or whatever. I'd roll up in this I heart Selena Gomez every single fucking week, to the point where the teacher would literally make a bond with me. She was amazing, by talking to me about Selena Gomez. Shout out to all the teachers who make an effort. Like, she didn't have to do that, and I knew she was probably like, there's something wrong with him. You know what I mean? She was like, in a few years he's gonna come out. But like, the thing was, she made such an effort to talk to me about it, and I really vibed with her. So she would talk to me about Selena Gomez all the time. And now, again, if you want any little reference on how much I love this hoodie, every single day. I wouldn't wash it every single day because I didn't want it to go in the wash, because then what would I wear? I had so many other clothes to choose from, but all the other clothes weren't this hoodie. So the thing as well that this hoodie reminds me of is whenever I would have conversations with my teacher at the time about Selena Gomez. Now, keep in mind, we were in primary 7, so we were doing a really important exam that would determine what secondary school we would go into. I would be talking to my teacher about Selena Gomez, like in the morning of like prep exams and stuff. I knew she was probably like, girl, shut the fuck up. But she still went along with it. And I remember one day I came in super sad. Oh my God, this story is so embarrassing. I came into school one day and I was super sad, and she asked me what it was, and I was like, I do want to talk about it. And she said, it's about Selena Gomez, isn't it? And I said, yeah, it is. And she was like, what is it? So I didn't tell her because I didn't want to say in front of the entire class because I was so embarrassed. Now, this is something that actually fucking happened. You can ask any of my friends who were there, which is the most embarrassing thing about it. So around break time, she came up to me to talk to me about why I was so upset in regards to Selena Gomez. Do you want to know what it was? Selena Gomez was on tour at the time, the Stars Dance tour. I really wish I fucking went. I tried so hard to persuade my parents to take me to London. They didn't want to go. Literally, one of the biggest mistakes was me not hopping on a plane, at age 11 and going to London, seeing that. Oh, such a moment in time. Anyway, it was Come and Get It, when you're ready to come and get it. Na, na, na. You know that song? Perfect. I love that album as well. Such a moment in my life. 2013. Love that year. That was my peak. 100%. So, Selena was on tour, and she was doing choreography, and she was singing one of her songs, Slow Down, and the camera caught her as she fell down. Now, that wasn't it. She fell down, and the track of her audio voice kept continuing, so exposing the fact that she had lip-synced. Now, I was devastated. I was so sad. I was so devastated at the fact that Selena Gomez was lip syncing, and I was so in denial about it that I came into school the next day, an entire day after watching this clip of her lip syncing, distraught. Like, couldn't focus on my work because I was so distraught in the fact she lip synced. And looking back, I don't even know why I was so fucking upset about the fact she lip synced, because I would watch Britney Spears videos knowing that she was lip syncing, living for the fact that she was I think I really don't. You may want me to describe this, and explain it. I don't know why the fuck I was so triggered by the fact she lip-synced. But anyway, I was super sad. And I literally told my fucking teacher Selena Gomez was caught and she wasn't singing last night. And I showed her the clip on my iPod Touch. And, I genuinely can't remember what she said after that. But how was she supposed to react to that? You know what I mean? I would love to call one of my friends who was there and ask them what she said during that time. Her name was Miss Grant. I would wonder what she responded to me after I was really sad. She probably thought there was something really wrong. To my knowledge, there really was. And then me saying Selena Gomez was caught lip syncing. I didn't even know what lip syncing was, like the term, so I probably just said she was miming or something like that. How is she supposed to respond to that? Like, what's her follow-up? She can't really say anything, right? But the thing was, she did, and she had a conversation, and she calmed me down about it. Are you fucking... That's weird. I was weird. I still am weird. I'm wearing a Gabbie Hanna, like, tribute outfit right now, but that's what that picture reminds me of. So that I Heart Selena Gomez hoodie, that's fucking iconic on Twitter now. It's literally my Twitter picture because people keep talking about it. I look so young in this picture. I was so innocent. It was a time. It was a moment. And it just reminds me of going into school and talking about Selena Gomez with my teacher every single day. I can't. Why did I do that? That wasn't normal. But you know what? That became the norm. Because from that, people just associated me with, like, pop culture and stuff like that. And so that's whenever I got into, like, Britney Spears and stuff like that. So you know what I mean? Everything in my life seems so planned. That's, like, with, like, these pop culture moments and, like, Selena Gomez and Britney Spears and Mariah Carey and Miley Cyrus and all these different Disney Channel shows and all these different, like, teen stars and then the ones that followed through that I still love to this day. It's like, my life seems so planned. God was really like, yep. Mm-hmm. So that is the background story behind that picture everyone keeps fucking referring to. People now are photoshopping over the I Heart Selena Gomez and writing like I Heart Jeffree Star, I Heart Shane Dawson, I Heart Tana Mojo, and it making me laugh. I think I have such a fucking funny audience and I really vibe with that. So that's that story. I really can't believe I said to her that I was so upset Selena Gomez was caught miming. I feel so bad for her. She probably just, she didn't give a shit. Anyways. Okay, guys, so this has been episode 2 of Derry Boy, the podcast. This has been super, super, super chill. I've really enjoyed it. I feel like I've just been having, like, a conversation and in the most chilled environment. How do you like my Gabbie Hanna monster costume? The genius interview. So what if I'm the monster? If I was actually to do it, I would blow the mic out right now. So again, thank you so much for the support on episode 1 and episode 2. If you don't know how we're working this, it's on Apple Podcasts and it's on Spotify, and then it's uploaded onto my YouTube channel, and then the next day it'll be uploaded as highlights, like my favorite parts from it. So I'm really excited about this. Thank you for the support on it. It's been blowing my mind. I love you all so much, and I fucking mean that. Like, I have a dedicated ass group of people behind me. Thank you for that. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for just sitting and observing this mess that has been today. So I love you. Thank you for listening again, and I hope you have a really good night, depending on where you're listening to from. Enjoy it, and enjoy your night. Go out, take a walk, have a drink of water, some green tea, and vibe. And listen to some Selena Gomez and think of me. Right, I'll see you. Bye.